April Fools! No, it's not, ladies and gentlemen. You're just a Chelsea fan. Or you might not be a Chelsea fan, but whoever you are, I welcome you back to my pain. Welcome back to the channel, Football Therapy, with me, your host, Jan, and welcome to your post-match press conference. Graham Potter's been flown to a safety bunker, so I'm here in place of him to talk about Chelsea's 2-0 loss, or 0-2 loss to Aston Villa at home in Stamford Bridge. Now, Aston Villa are a good team. They've got a good manager. They're playing well. They're in form. But this is horse. Mate, how... spoiler. How can you have, let me check notes, 19 shots inside the box? 19 shots inside the 18-yard box and not score one goal. It's 27 shots. Look, in fact, you know what? Well, firstly, let's get the admin out of the way. Just try and make me feel bad by clicking the like button. We're in this together. We're going down on the ship together. We will sink together. We'll talk about everything. So strap yourselves in, boys and girls. And let's have a look at these stats. First of all, let's talk about how we line up. Summon the strength, Yannick. 3-4-3. Fine. I know we got... we played Reece James. Okay, look. Reece James played right centre-back, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek played right wing-back. That was the most peculiar part of this. Cucurella played left centre-back. He had played better. We'll talk about him. And Koulibaly, unsurprisingly, keeps his place in the middle, who played well in this game. But I'm not spoiling the rest of them. Ruben Loftus-Cheek started really well at right wing-back, and now he can do it. And for all your Thomas Tuchel fans out there, he did this as well. And yes, he set off at a wonderful start for Bayern Munich. Best of luck to him. 3-4-3. Midfield, we saw Enzo and Kovacic still. Great. With Chile starting. It turns out CFC doesn't stand for Chelsea Football Club. It stands for Chilwell Football Club. Until he just gets too angry that the referee won't give him a single decision, and his form and drops off in the game, and his head goes. Front three of Kai Havertz, Joao Felix, and Misha Mudryk. The fans are happy. They're enjoying the lineup. Maybe you could have said play Reece James at right wing back and play Trev Chalobah. I'm guessing Trev's fit at right centre back, but maybe there is a reason for this. A tactical, data-led reason to put Reece back there. Who knows? They won 2-0. They won 2-0 via scoring 2 goals. The 2 goals were... one was an Ollie Watkins lobbing Kepa Arrizabalaga, but he only had the opportunity to do that because our player, our left centre-back, Princess Cucurella, she assisted him. Now, this is very frustrating for me. Because not only did he glance it to Ollie Watkins, who just lofted the keeper. Great finish, but it was the shiniest gift-wrapped gift you've seen. But this is not just bad because it was assisted by Cucurella, but because he took it off Koulibaly's head, who would have just easily cleared it and played well in that game before and after that incident. We gifted them a goal. The second goal is an absolute thunderstrike from John McGinn. I'm talking 34 yards into the right side of the netting. Well, I can't really, you can make, it's through so many people, Kepa won't see it, and it was really wide. This is hardly a howler from Kepa. It's an absolute wonder goal. It's a screamer. So a gift and a screamer. But how did the general run of play go? What were the vibes? Well, here were the vibes. We had about 70% possession. We had 27 shots. 27 shots! 8 on target. When you have 8 shots on target and no goals, you are something. We are going to get into it. 15 shots off target, which is a little bit indicative of just erratic not sensible shots. Corner kicks, like we're 13 to their 2, and they scored off one. They had 2 and they scored 1. We had 13, we had gone from none. And they had more fouls than us, as you'd expect. We had 19 shots inside the box, bro. That's freaking wild. That is wild! I want to talk about the greater philosophical issue with Chelsea, with the manager, with the no goal scoring in just a second. But should we just see what we can say of player performances? Kukurea bad. Kepa, don't think particularly good. Koulibaly, good actually, I think. Reece, fine, but should he be there? Not particularly good. Ruben Loftus-Cheek started very well, very, very brightly, but as we didn't do anything, faded out. Chilwell, good. Probably my Chelsea man of the match. I probably think he should have got, not a penalty, but I think he should have got a goal when that for that push on, is it Young? That was, it was silly. So, Chilwell. Thank you, Ben Chilwell, for being a good footballer. Midfield too, Enzo was good actually. He's like the good thing, one of these very few shining lights in this season is like the consistent goodness of Enzo Fernandez. Like no one's talking about him, like he is fine. Whew. I think Kovacic wasn't that good, which is a shame because he's been wearing the captain's armband and he had been better, but I don't think he was good in this game. But we saw the very positive return of N'Golo Kante onto the pitch, and I think he will start next to Enzo Fernandez. Like we've said before on the channel, the 2 World Cup winning central midfielders playing next to each other. Senior and I think there's 10 years between them, isn't there? Yes, so I can see that happening. And that's not a slight to Kovacic. He obviously has been playing well. He certainly played well for Croatia. You've lost my face over the international break, and scored a couple of goals in the last game as well. Saying that, I don't think he played well here. Let me know if you disagree down in the comment section below. Joao Felix, he's a moments guy, isn't he? I think he'll be a really helpful catalyst when everyone else settles. But when you're not settling, the finishing confidence is low and the final third confidence is low, which would say 19 shots inside the box without a freaking goal. Wild. When there's a bit more confidence, I think he'll cook more because he does look good, but and he's there for the cause, and I can't really dig him out. Do you know what I mean? Again, Kai was pretty good. He was in the moments where he had the ball, he got the shots away, and he didn't make any dumb decisions. You'd probably have to agree with me with that. Misha Mudryk, very frustrating. There was an instance, to be fair, when Joao Felix in the first half should have played in Mudryk on the left, but he opted to play to the right, whereas had he, he probably thought, is it better, more likely to end in a goal if we go wide to someone who's a bit more settled, but the truth is he should have passed to Mudryk. And then when Mudryk took that really tame shot straight at Emi Martinez, after doing all the hard work and running on the shoulder and, getting that great ball, and he could have done anything else but that. He could have taken more touches and then taken a shot. He could have hit all the time in the world to square it to Kai Havertz to tap it in, and ultimately poor decision making. But he's a young player. When he scores a goal or two, I think, and they click, I'm not really worried about that long term. So let's talk about this now. Okay, what was the XG? So we had nearly 2.1 XG. They had 0.8 XG. But let's bring the microphones up, ladies and gentlemen. Bring up your microphone. Here's the question. Is it up to the manager for that final action for the goal? And this is an open question for that goal to go in. Put the microphones down. So that is the question. You play in such a way where you create the big chances. You get loads of corners. You have 27 shots, but you have 19 shots inside the box, inside the 18-yard area. You've worked yourself into a position in the 18-yard box where you have 19 shots. Now, is that good management? I'm going to put an argument for both, because off the face of it, you could say, yes, the coach has tactically set up a team to have all those opportunities, and it's up to the players to convert said chances. Now, that is often something said by football fans of their teams when, they don't finish chances. But there's two counters to that. One is you take away the responsibility of the players. Now, Graham Potter's very systemic in many ways, but when it comes to attacking, he likes to grant freedom. He likes to grant freedom to the attackers so they do express themselves and do that. And when confidence is low, this happens. Now, look differently with, for example, Antonio Conte and Thomas Tuchel. And for many reasons, players don't like playing under these coaches because of this, but they have loads of automatisms. They have loads of those, which means it kind of takes the pressure and the choice away from the player in these final actions, which it's not fun to play for footballers because it's so detailed. I think actually Pep Guardiola has a lot of these as well. So look, the ball goes here, here, and here, and you have to hit it there every time, which is boring because it takes the sort of free will and freedom out of football, but it also takes the indecision out. Now, this is a great example, Victor Moses, who is a Premier League right wing-back winner. But what's he done either side of that? And that's no disrespect to him, he was a great player, whatever. But he pretty average either side. And he played so well because Conte took all the decisions. Like, look, if someone's there, you do that. If someone's there, you do that. That's it, bro. And I think maybe there's a touch of this in the final third. Whereas if, maybe if this clicks, maybe we bang in, if this clicks and we get all the confidence up, maybe the goals come flooding in. It's a little bit more like, a working Liverpool, high-octane football, like, heavy metal football as a young, when it works with the front three. They're free-flowing, they express themselves, it's not automated. And, that's why we're having 19 shots in the box, because they're vibing. But maybe we don't need vibes. Maybe we need the responsibility taken off the player. So that is an argument against the gaffer, saying, no, don't let them all just freestyle in the final third. Tell them, look, just do some boring actions. And we might only score 1.2 goals per game. But it's better than 0 goals and 19 shots inside the box. That's still blowing my mind. Over 2 XG as well, and it's just wild, bro. They scored 2 goals from 0.8 XG. But this is football, they're confident, and we're not confident. And that goes to my next point with the manager. If it's not making the automated, moves to the forward line, saying, look, you got to move like this, man, and don't think about it, and just do what I say, and we'll score goals. Either that, or is it like, I don't know, like, because Graham Potter is like, he doesn't upset people, like, which I really like. I like the whole, like, don't be a dickhead, But at the same time, maybe, I might be wrong. Is it up to the manager to invoke a particular, like, I don't know, feeling of a type of confidence where they just convert? Or do you have striker coaches for that? Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe that's asking a little bit much to just be like, give them confidence in front of goal somehow. Tactically, I think it's fine. Like, I just don't know what to think anymore. It's so difficult, man. I mean, we lost 2-0 to Villa at home. This is a shocking, well, not shocking, but really poor result. And I'm quite indifferent to it. Because this is what Chelsea are at the moment. Like, I don't know what the solution is to this. Nothing shocks me anymore. They might sack the manager. Do they look at the data and go, oh, it was in theory very good? Like, they say, oh, you know what? Oh, you were the better team there. Or do they say, because I was chatting to Nick Villaney of the London is Blue podcast, said we played into their hands. But I just told him I disagree. Like, they scored 2 goals. One was us gifting it to them, and the other one was a 34-yard wonder strike with a very low XG. That's not playing into their hands. Playing into their hands is having 19 shots inside the box and not scoring a goal. So maybe in that sense, we played into their hands. Anyway, man, the thing is, I'm kind of dead inside at this point to Chelsea for this season. It's the best way as a defense mechanism. So I'm trying to look at it more philosophically and less emotionally, but it's very, very tough. What? You know? So if you've got an answer to that, please do comment down below. And feel free to like and subscribe to this channel, Football Therapy. And I love you guys very much. Ciao.